I just want to do a quick follow-up. I think Ted Cruz is going to win the election. All right, I'll say that. That's what I doubt. He's going to win. He's going to beat the Kennedy of the South. And then, part of Trump, what's going on with him, and this is really, really wild what I feel, so I'm not going to say it, but I'll say this part. I think his protection is almost supernatural. And I'm not just saying spiritual. I think intelligent type beings are protecting him. And it's I doubt something a while back, and I go, I can't tell anybody that, you won't believe me. But I'll just say, they seem to know ahead of time things that are going to happen. And that's the kind of protection that is going around. And it's really important for the universe that his presidency succeeds. It's just not him. It's just not, MAGA or things like that. It's how it affects the world and how it changes this timeline we're on. It's so completely different than Hillary Clinton timeline. And he probably, and his family probably, would have been eliminated the first week he was elected. That's how powerful the opposition was. But it didn't happen. And it's not going to happen. So not only does he have Secret Service protection, he has a cosmic type protection. And it's going to be there for a while. So that's all I wanted to say. And I don't want to say more because I doubt and said don't say anything more. Just let the story unfold. We have to let it. We don't have to know everything. Just let the story deal with respect for everybody. And a lot of my views are a little bit different, but they come from an inner place that is really high vibration. And we need to construct a society that is genuine, authentic, and not just words. The words come from somewhere. They're fake. And as we see, the CIA was so destructive in the development of the United States in the last 30, 40 years. And there's evidence of this. It's just not me. And then when I douse it, we don't find any light there except for a little tiny. It's really a super evil being and has a very close relationship. Well, I don't want to talk about that. But all the drugs, all the music, and going on and on. The culture needs to be reinvented. I'm not here to be nice. You know what I mean? I'm not here to make you like me or feel good or anything. I'm here to tell the truth. And the truth is to get on a path. And these ideas I'm expressing, I get like 50 views. I don't get anybody watching this. But the people, they go out and express the views, and it grows. That's how memes do it. That's how ideas expand. And that's what even Christ and Buddha were like that. They came down, just their footstep being on earth, incarnated. They don't have to say a single word. That energy goes out. And over a millennium, 2 millennium, it just grows and grows and grows. The other side really already lost the war 2,000 years ago. But this is an important time, and just know that Trump has really super protection, and it's still very dangerous. They still have to be cautious, but they're ahead of the game, and he has help because they know what was going to happen. The other side was just going to move in and just get rid of the whole family, but they can't. Have you noticed they can't do anything? Nothing sticks. Doesn't matter. Ideas are going forward. The money is going to be used in better places. We're going to repatriate money that was stolen, and it's going to be rebuild the economy, and people will deal with each other with respect, and not all this gibberish, these words that come from a very dark place, but they sound like they're, holding hands. They're not. Did you see Bono did a movie, for example, where he did a song, and he attacked the Swedes? That's really gross. And just all this hate comes out of him. And he's really angry. Well, that's who he is. That's how he became famous. He made a deal. And I had an African American friend. He was a shaman. I still have tapes on the internet, me interviewing him, and we're talking about making, and it's his #1 video. I took it down when he died. He died, and it was about making deals with the devil, as it were. And all these people from the 60s and 70s, it's all dark, and they were willing to do what it takes. And look at him. He's still old, and he's still doing this. Usually when they're his age, they're trying to make up and get out of the deal. They have regrets. But he doesn't have regrets. He's in it. So that's who he is. He's still doing awful music. And it doesn't matter. We're going forward. I think what people have to realize is I believe personally the power is going back to the state level on everything. You know, just about everything, because 300 million people is almost too big to govern effectively. And each state is going to handle their issues. And I think that's where we're going. Because I also feel we're going to do that because if we become into more FEMA-type situations, we're going to, this federal government won't be there. The federal government won't have the resources. And how much of what I said just is true and has power? 95%. That's who I am. There's nothing I can do about it. And I had a lot of dreams. I had Vladimir Putin came to me in a dream a couple weeks ago, and I can't remember, but he was talking to me. He wanted to tell me some things. And I think he appreciates. They know the people here that are pushing for peace between the United States and Russia, that Russia wants peace. And I've just measured nothing but goodwill from Russia. And the Russians are who they are. They're really tough. They're probably one of the toughest people on the planet. And you have to respect them. And I think when you don't respect them, they hit back hard. So we can deal with them. And that's all he was saying. He was just saying thank you. Thank you for spreading goodwill. And that's what we have to do for everyone, even China. China will be a really spiritual revival. But they're burning Bibles right now. Doesn't make any sense. That exposes the weakness of the Marxist philosophy, which is here in our country. So keep with it. I just wanted to pass that on. And I had the hurricane. I was going to put it up beforehand, but they keep saying it was the biggest hurricane ever. And I kept dowsing it was going to be like half or 60% less. But that's still big. And, I didn't want people to die and have me say, well, I didn't think it was going to be as big. And the dowsing was just saying at the time I was doing it, they were saying on TV or the whatever, this is going to be a big thing and it's Trump's fault and, it's going to kill, thousands of people. And it's just a waterlogged type storm. And it was significantly less. And that's what I got. And, it's going to be, one of those water storms that are really dangerous. So that's why I didn't put it up. It wasn't going to save anything or do anything, and I didn't want people to underestimate the strength of water flooding. So I just said forget it, and it kind of stopped right off the coast and dissipated to a hurricane category 1 and tropical storm. And, you got to feel for them because when it rains down there, I've been in Florida, and when it rains, it's just amazing how much water comes down. It just gets in that loop and it produces it from the ocean. Well, thank you very much. I just wanted to clear up that, and I thought it was interesting that Ted Cruz will probably win. And I got the probability is really high. It's a very high number. And the other guy gets a real low number. And it's pretty easy. I mean, I don't do anything. I just open up and let the Christ energy come through. And okay, bless you all, and talk to you later.